All right, guys, we're back today with another full body workout. So just to set the stage a little bit, today's workout is known as an AMRAP. That stands for as many reps as possible or as many rounds as possible. Today, we are doing as many rounds as possible, meaning I will have a timer set for 7 minutes and we will be doing 3 exercises and you'll be going at your own pace for a set amount of repetitions for that 7 minutes. Okay. So you can rest as needed, but your goal is to get as many rounds of these in as possible. So we're doing 8 reps around the board. So every single round, every single exercise, we're doing 8 of them. And then will be 3 exercises per round. So you just need to remember 3 at a time. Okay. For the first round of exercises, we're going to be doing single side exercises. So you'll need a light to moderate weight as well as a heavy weight. I'm going to be using my heavy weight for some things, my lighter weights for others. If you only have one set, just try to pick the heavier option, or if you have more than one, just pick the heaviest option that you have. One advantage of doing single side work is that if you don't have really heavy dumbbells yet, that you can feel a little bit more of a challenge without having that heavier weight. So just to demonstrate the exercises that we're doing for this first round really quick, we are doing a squat, a single-sided squat. So I'm going to grab my heavier dumbbell. I'm going to rack it up on my shoulder here on one side. Other arm I'm just going to have out beside me for some added stability. And we're just going to squat down. So we're going to do 8 of those. And then we're going to switch sides and do 8 on the other side. Same thing. Okay. The second exercise is a single leg or kickstand deadlift. To set up for this, you're going to split your stance. That means one foot is going behind the other. So one foot is in front, planted flat. You can start with both feet like this. The other foot, your toe is going to come behind your foot so that it's pretty much right in line with your heel. Okay. And then you are going to grab your heavier dumbbell on the side that's in front. From here, you are hinging at your hips, pushing your butt back, dragging the dumbbell to right below your knee and standing back up. All of your weight is in this front side of your body, okay? So we don't want weight in this back leg. You should feel it all along your hamstrings and in your glute muscles, okay? So you're doing 8 of those, and then same thing, switch sides, okay? The third exercise, I'm actually just gonna do with body weight because I just prefer to do it this way. You can have weights on your hips if you want. I'm not going to. For this, you're going to do a single leg glute bridge. So both heels start on the ground. Tuck your hips under so that your core is engaged. This part's really important. If you don't do that, your back is going to be arched and you're not going to be able to activate that posterior chain the correct way. So make sure your hips are tilted slightly forward, up. You're going to bring one foot up to the ceiling, other foot is planted, and you're going to push your hips up, squeezing at the top. Okay, you're going to do 8 of those and then switch sides. So these should feel challenging. You should feel like you need to rest, but you don't have to necessarily follow along with the rest that I'm doing. If you want to take a longer or shorter rest, that's fine. The exercises stay the same. I'm going to put a clock on for 7 minutes. I'll tell you when to go and I'll tell you when to stop. So we have about 15 seconds and we'll get started. Starting with the squats, 8 per side, deadlifts, 8 per side, glute bridge, single leg, 8 per side. You ready? All right. And 3, 2, 1, go. 7 minutes on the clock. Now, there's a lot of benefits to single-sided work. It helps with stability, helps with balance, If you're dominant on one side, which all of us are, it helps with making sure we train both sides equally. I'm still sore from the last workout I recorded for you guys. Next is deadlifts. Remember, hinging at the hips, all weight in that front foot, sitting our hips back, core engaged. This is also called a kickstand deadlift. If you think about this back leg as a kickstand. Good. And switch sides. Goal is to get 3 to 4 rounds. Bug. Remember, you can use a weight across your hips for these if you want. These are just a challenging move for me right now, being postpartum. So I'm just doing them without weight. No shame in that game. Do what you can. Good. All right, starting back from the top. So that was about 2 minutes and 15 seconds for that round. Whew. So if that felt too easy, you can go ahead and increase your weight. If you don't have heavier weight, you can add a couple of reps. Like instead of 8, you can do 10, for example, if you don't have heavier weights, but you felt like that was too easy. I'm going to stick with this weight. This is 25 pounds. I wish I had 20-pound dumbbells, but I don't yet. So it's been on my gym wish list for a while now. I just haven't gotten around to buying them. Keep that dumbbell nice and close to your body when you're doing these kickstand deadlifts. Good. And single leg glute bridge. These are so humbling for me. I don't know why these are so difficult. I put these in here to torture myself. Whew, good. That was 2 rounds. We got 2 minutes left. Let's see if we can get one more round through. If you already started, good for you. If you're not, if you're with me, come on, we're gonna power through this last round. After this, we're gonna rest for 1 minute. Good. Deadlift. Good. We got 1 minute left. All right, last set. Single leg glute bridge. Hips straight up to the ceiling, driving that heel down into the ground. 30 more seconds. Whew. Rest. Well, you have 8 more seconds if you're not done yet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. While you rest for 1 minute, I'm going to explain the next set of exercises. So I'm going to put the 25 away for now. And I'm going to grab my lighter weight. It's a moderate weight. This is 15 pounds for me. We're going to be doing a plank row. So you're going to get in plank position. Modification would be doing a plank from your knees. So either here or here. And you are going to row one side for 8 reps. Dragging your elbow up and back, squeezing your shoulder blades, trying to keep your hips square to the ground. 8 on one side, then you'll switch and go to the other side. Next is a chest press. So you're going to get on your back, flat, and you're going to chest press. Dumbbell should be over your nipple line here. You don't want it over your face. Make sure it's over your actual chest. Lower to the ground and squeeze at the top. So same thing, 8 per side. And then from here, we're doing 8 per side jackknives. So legs straight out, you're coming up, knee comes to chest, and then back down. So same thing that I was describing with the single leg glute bridge, is that you want to tuck your hips under so that your core is engaged. A modification to this, if you can't go the whole way up, you can just bring your knee up a little bit and do like a crunch kind of situation instead of going the whole way up. At least try it. Modification for the chest press, if that bothers you for any reason, you could do that from just without weight, or you could do a push-up, for example, if you don't have any weights or don't have any yet. All right, we're gonna go in just a second. All right. So starting with the plank row, remember, you can be in a high plank position, like upright, or you can go from your knees as a modification. You could also do some sort of combination. If you want to do as many reps as possible from the upright position and then drop to your knees, I would highly recommend that. And go from there. All right, going in 20 seconds. I gave you a little bit of extra rest because I had to explain those exercises and demo them. So you should be nice and recovered for this next round. Starting with the plank row in 3, 2, 1. 7 minutes on the clock. We're doing 8 of every exercise. Remember, hips try to stay square to the ground. Squeeze those glutes. Keeping good plank position, meaning you want your wrists under your shoulders, back nice and flat, no butts in the air, no arched backs, nice straight line from your head all the way down to your ankles. Chest press is next. Flip on your back. I like to just place my hand on my core as a reminder to make sure that I keep it activated and that I'm not passively kind of just shooting the dumbbell up. And to get it to the other side, you want to grab both hands to the side here and bring it over like this. The safest way to get it to the other side. You don't want it to knock you in the face or something like that. I've done that before. And then jackknives, do an 8 per side. Ooh. Whew. Okay, we're going to do 8 total next time. Those just take too long. So 8 total next time instead of 8 per side. All right, back to the plank row. Go ahead and get started if you're ready. We still got 5 minutes on the clock. Squeeze those glutes. Planking really is a whole body movement. I love doing it as part of a warm-up routine. Kind of just gets everything nice and warmed up. Flip over for chest press. You can also use different weights for different exercises within a round. I just find it easier sometimes to use the same weight. I try to plan the exercises so that we're doing things that would require a similar load together. So like you'll notice for the first round, we did all lower body movements. Typically, you can lift a lot more with your lower body because the muscles are bigger there. So you can use heavier weights, meaning if you have heavier weights and you're doing the same amount of weight for lower body as you are for upper body, girl, what are you doing? You got to up the weights. Maybe you need to buy some heavier ones or you need to grab something from around your house that weighs more. But if you can do this movement and this is the weight that you were using for your lower body easily, you got to do heavier. It's my challenge to you. I'm calling you out right now. All right, jackknives, 8 total instead of 8 per side. Whew. All right, rest as needed. We got 2.5 minutes left. Think we can get through one more round? I think we can. All right, plank row. one of the things I love about strength training and just fitness in general is that you can always get better. There's always a way to improve and to challenge yourself and to get stronger. The work is never done. It's one of the reasons why, I call these challenges and like approaching this journey in general a lifestyle transformation, because once it clicks for you, it really does change your whole lifestyle in a positive way. And your pursuit of just being disciplined and taking action and trying harder, showing up for yourself, you see it in every area of your life. It's amazing. And I love it. All right. We got 30 seconds left. Come on. Whew. All right, rest. The next round that we are doing, you rest while I'll explain. You got 5 more seconds and then I'll explain. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. You rest. I'll explain the next one. You're going to want lighter dumbbells for this one, maybe like light to moderate. So 10 to 15 pounds, I would say, maybe a little bit less, depending on what you got available. We're doing a lateral raise. Remember, this is single side. So one arm lateral raise here. Also, we'll work on our core stability. So doing unilateral work on your upper body really forces you to stabilize your core. So when you're doing this, you want to make sure that you have a good base of support. Feet are about shoulder width apart, activated nice and strong in your lower body so that you're stable and can move the weight up here. So we're doing a lateral raise, 8 per side. Then we're doing a hammer curl. Elbows nice and tight to your body, thumbs and fingers pointing on the inside, facing each other. And you're going to do one side at a time, 8 per side. From there, we're doing a V push-up. So this will also target your shoulders. You're going to hate me after this round. So you're going to walk yourself out into you're in a V position. Your fingers are going to face each other here, and you're going to push down and up. So knees are slightly bent, bringing the top of your head in between your fingers. These are great shoulder burner. And we are going to be feeling it after all of these lateral raises. I think I'm going to use 10 pounds this time, but feel free to use whatever you want. I could do heavier for the hammer curl, but if I had 12s, I would use those. I don't have 10s. So pick your poison, and we're going to go in 8 seconds. All right, go. Remember, stable base of support. When you do these lateral raises, you don't want to go straight out beside you. You want to kind of go on an angle. Almost like if your hands were out, both hands were out in front of you, it'd be like a wide U shape. When you're done with that side, you want to switch sides. And next is hammer curl. Remember, elbows nice and tight in. Try not to swing. Good. Other side. And down for V push-up. All right, so bend your knees slightly, walk those hands out in front of you. Fingertips pointing towards each other, and bring that head down in between. Those burn so good. All right. Back to the top, starting again with the lateral raise. Nice and controlled here. You don't want to swing. Try to make sure that your traps are down. Good. And then hammer curl. Whew. All right. Got 2.5 minutes left. We've consistently hit about 3 rounds for each set of movements, which is good. I said the goal was like 3 to 4. So maybe over the next month, we can improve that a little bit. Some of you may have hit 4. You might be ahead of me. That's great. I think that that's awesome if that's the case. I love training shoulders. It's one of my favorite body parts to train. Remember, nice and controlled movements here, no swinging, or at least try not to. Good. Right. V push-ups. This will be our last set of these. Wait, all right, we still have 45 seconds left. Let's fit in what we can here. Starting back at the top. Lateral raises. All right, with 30 seconds, finish wherever you are so that you're nice and even on both sides. Hammer curl, 15 left. And time. I'm gonna finish this side. If you're coming along with me, come on. 7, 8. Good job. All right, rest. We have one more round here. I'm gonna go back to my moderate dumbbell, 15 pounds for me. We're going to do an exercise that's called a snatch. So feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Dumbbell goes between your feet here, okay? You're coming the whole way down to the ground in between. Here we're doing 4 per side actually instead of 8 total for this one just because it takes a little bit longer. So you're going to squat down. You're going to drag the dumbbell up in front of your body, in front of your boobs, leading with your elbow. Here, up. Okay, so that's really slow, but this is what it looks like. 1, 2, 3, okay? So you want the dumbbell to stay close to you, up, punch through the ceiling. If you don't use a heavy enough dumbbell, this will feel weird. So make sure that you're using something that's challenging enough that you can actually feel the different movements. Next, we'll do a single arm row, legs staggered. Bring the leg that's in front, bring that elbow down to rest on your inner thigh here. And we're rowing here. Keeping those hips towards the ground, 8 per side. And then we're ending with a plank jack. So in the plank position, we are bringing the out and in for 8 total. Modification here would be to step out per side here. Want to make sure you're keeping that good plank form and finishing strong to the end. All right. So last round, we are going in 14 seconds. And 3, 2, 1, starting with the snatch. Make sure you're using that lower body power to pull you up. Ooh, those are so good. Next is row. Remember, whatever leg is forward, that arm comes down to give you some stability here. And we're rowing. Elbow drags up, bringing the dumbbell here back to your bra, your like bra strap line. Plank jacks. Back to the top. Whew. Rest as needed. Going through that all again, as many times as we can in 7 minutes. Good. Lost count there. I think I did a couple extra snatches. Whew. Whew. All right. Back to snatches, back to the top, whenever you're ready. Squeezing those glutes as you drive that dumbbell up to the ceiling. Keep going. Whew. Plank jacks. We got to get one more round in, okay? Last set, best set. We can do this. Let's finish strong. And go. 2 minutes on the clock. Come on. At least one more round, maybe even 1.5. Let's see what we can do. Punch. There we go. Right into that single arm row. Whew. We got 1 minute left. Come on. Ooh. Come on, push, push, push. Right into that row. Come on, push yourself. You got this. Come on. Whew. We finished right on the clock. Oh, man. Great job, everyone. I know I can't see you, but in spirit, I'm doing this with you. And kudos to you for finishing this workout, for moving your body. I hope that you felt like you could move with confidence. And until the next time, I'll see you later. Bye.